Why, hello there, Sir Richard Cackington III here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we are going to be taking a look at an incredibly powerful sniper rifle just added into Destiny 2 with Beyond Light. This weapon is in a league of its own. It's so good, it could single-handedly be responsible for shifting the PvE meta a little bit more towards sniper rifles, and so let's get started. Now, this weapon is coming from the Deep Stone Crypt Raid. This raid got more hits than Kid Cudi's latest album. Let me tell you, this raid is pumping out absolutely incredible weapons, especially when you do get that utter PvE god roll. And I've done some videos on other weapons like the machine gun, the hand cannon, with their utter PvE god rolls. They're fantastic, but luckily I was able to get another one, and that is the Secession sniper rifle. So, the absolute utter god roll, in my opinion, for this weapon is the combination of extended mag, or maybe the often overlooked tactical mag, we're going to talk about why in a sec, combined with reconstruction, where this weapon slowly reloads itself over time up to double capacity, and it works whether the weapon is out or stowed. Now, reconstruction only spawns on Deep Stone Crypt Raid weapons right now, and oh my goodness, it is incredibly powerful, because it can achieve magazine sizes for these weapons that we've just never seen before. The hand cannon can get up to 39 rounds in a magazine. The machine gun can go to 150. What about the Secession sniper? Well, very importantly, we need to talk about the magazine perks and how they affect this weapon, because they actually affect this specific archetype much more than usual. And that's because normally the high impact aggressive frame sniper archetypes, they spawn in with 3 rounds in a magazine. Now, any magazine increasing perk is going to get that to 4 rounds. However, if you have tactical mag and then put on the backup mag mod, you will stay at 4 rounds in the magazine. So you actually have to specifically have extended mag or appended mag, and then if you combine that with the backup mag mod, you are then able to gain enough of an increase to go all the way up to 5 rounds in a magazine. And obviously with reconstruction, we double 5 rounds for, as you can see, 10 rounds in the magazine. And for this archetype, like, that is so beyond what was possible in the game, it's not even funny. To give you guys a perspective of that, the best high impact aggressive frame sniper for PvE before this point, really, in my opinion, was the Trophy Hunter. That spawned with, again, that extended mag or appended plus backup mag combo, and then it could get triple tap and then Vorpal. So with triple tap and 5 rounds in the mag, if you hit literally every shot to the head, you could not miss one precision shot, you would get 7 rounds in the magazine. 7. With this weapon, you ain't gotta do nothing. You can miss all your headshots and you're still gonna have those 10 rounds after waiting just a little bit of time. Oh, and similar to the Trophy Hunter, this weapon can also get, as you can see, Vorpal Weapon as the final perk. Guys, this is insane. Normally, when we have these weapons, again, like the hand cannon, like the machine gun, they get something in the final slot like Rampage, so they're an ad-clearing monster. The fact that this can just straight up get Vorpal is absolutely incredible, because even the Heritage Shotgun, which is considered one of the best, if not the best, PvE weapon like in the entire game right now, that can only get recombination, which gives it a damage bonus for just the first shot if you get a bunch of kills with your energy weapon. Vorpal just gives you straight 15% more damage with every single shot against a boss and against elite enemies. This is something that people often forget. It's not just bosses. Champions will take bonus damage due to Vorpal Weapon. Mini bosses and wanted enemies, those type of guys, also take bonus damage. You're actually getting that 15% bonus way more than just the final boss at the end of the strike. So again, the fact that this thing can get 10 rounds in a magazine, which is more than we've ever seen before for this archetype, and then Bungie gives it Vorpal as well, means that against bosses, against champions, this is amazing. And you're going to see in the background gameplay, I took it through some Grandmasters and it performed amazingly. Like, it was fantastic. Especially because it can get even more damage when you take off backup mag and replace it with boss spec or potentially major spec. Now, the reason you would do this is because although 10 rounds is absolutely mind-bogglingly incredible, you've got to start to wonder, is it actually necessary? Because if you take away the backup mag mod, it simply goes to 8 rounds, which is still one more round than again the Trophy Hunter if you hit every single round. And with the Trophy Hunter, because of the nature of triple tap, you have to use backup mag because you need to get to 5 rounds, otherwise triple tap only triggers once, and then you're at 4 rounds going to 5 rounds instead of 7 rounds. So you're losing so much shots. With this, going down to 8 isn't a big deal, and then you get that extra bump in damage from your boss spec. And that's why I alluded to earlier in the video that actually tactical mag may be the way to go. Again, 8 rounds in a row, especially with a slower shooting gun, is really not a bad thing. And often you're going to be done shooting the enemy, you're going to kill them before you can even get those extra 2 rounds and get 10 rounds. So if that's the case, you only need to go from 3 rounds originally to 4 rounds, and then reconstruction doubles it to 8, which means that normally you want extended and appended, but if you're doing that, they're kind of overkill because tac mag also gets you to 4 rounds and then provides other bonuses to your other stats. Not to mention that the fact that this is an aggressive frame archetype gives it some significant advantages within endgame content. There are other fantastic PvE snipers in the game, especially the Aikilo sniper. That thing is phenomenal, but because it's a rapid fire frame archetype, it spits out a lot of damage real fast, but it also chews through ammo real fast. And when you are doing something like a Grandmaster and you're using a lower damage sniper like the Aikilos, you're actually not able to get certain one-hit kills against even red bar enemies. So if you're fighting like a red bar sniper, you just want to one-shot it from across the map, you'll actually need to shoot it twice, which can really matter in those type of activities. Because this does more damage per shot, it always gets those one-hit kills against those type of red bars. And again, in a Grandmaster, like, it may sound kind of like a meme, oh, you want to one-hit kill red bars, but again, in a Grandmaster where the sniper vandals can absolutely truck you, yeah, you want to one-hit kill them, and this Secession will do that every time. Not to mention, when you're using this weapon practically, honestly, reconstruction just blows triple tap out of the water. Normally, when you're doing like DPS tests, like, people will often clickbait how much DPS a weapon can do, but if you're actually in game, are you going to be able to hit literally every single headshot to a champion that's charging at you? Probably not, and if you miss one single shot, your DPS with something like triple tap completely goes through the window. Reconstruction is so much more user-friendly. You get those 8 rounds every time, it doesn't care how many precision shots you hit, and you can stow the weapon and it reloads slowly over time, so you can deal your damage, kill the champion, switch immediately to your primary weapon, go on killing, and probably by the time you encounter the next champion, you won't need to reload. So even though this god roll may not mathematically have the highest DPS, in a practical sense, for most people, it is going to be churning out the most damage. And for all those reasons, this is absolutely a weapon worth going after. You'd be surprised how many people are just trying to get the utter god roll heritage over and over again and not spending any of their spoils on a Secession. I think it's absolutely worth it. This thing, especially for certain higher level pieces of content, you're not able to run in there with a shotgun. You're gonna need a sniper, and this is one of, if not the, best one. So guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.